Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Opening drive of overtime. Both teams will get a possession, barring a defensive score. Here's 2nd down. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Now a first throw here in overtime. And Dotson, he's got it. And he will hustle out of bounds. That stops the clock. But, boy, that's just a very minimal gain. And also, keep in mind, it's 4th down. Well, their defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we've got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game. And, boy, they did it well.
The Eagles send out their punter now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick six, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and a yard. Darnold. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Here's Darnold. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Haven't been a defense coordinator yet. The thing 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job. Hold him to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on 1st down. Faking the give. Darnold. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. Well, certainly this defense knew that a field goal would beat them, and in this football game, they came up with a gigantic interception right there, CD.
Maybe not a surprise to either one of us because both of these defenses have been dominant throughout this game. Right now, if you're playing on offense, you're just hoping that they make a mistake on the other side and you can capitalize on it because making headway has been really difficult all game long.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And not a whole lot there, maybe 3 yards on first down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Barkley. Oh, what a nice tackle there. That will hardly move the needle at all offensively. A very short game. So the OT clock hits 0, and we're still not done. We'll switch sides and need at least one more OT to decide it after this. This now a 3rd and 4. He'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. That one downfield for Dotson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Pass complete. Goddard. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25.
Well, certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
On first down, Hurts. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And this will be a first down as well, but the clock continues to move. Now a timeout called for by the offense. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw again. It's Barkley once again bringing in the catch. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So the OT clock hits 0, and we're still not done. We'll switch sides and need at least one more OT to decide it after this. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Quick slant, Dotson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Partner, this is a pretty good drive they're putting together, and I know if I'm on the other sideline, that offense, kind of helpless, isn't it? Because they may not touch the football at all, because if they go down and score a touchdown, this thing's over.
Absolutely, that would write an ending to this script. We'll see what happens. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So the OT clock hits 0, and we're still not done. We'll switch sides and need at least one more OT to decide it after this. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll try the right side here. Barkley fights off the defender. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep as he'll go instead with Barkley. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. This to win it in overtime. And the kick is good. And finally, this one is over. We thought it may never end, but that kick puts the exclamation mark on it. The storyline of this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column too.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Minneapolis, so long, everybody.